Hi, it's Miss Burke here again. I'm your AVID coordinator and AVID elective teacher at Langston Hughes, and I'm here to help you today with organizing your planner that you'll be getting this year. At Langston Hughes, we call this the DAB, or our daily agenda book, and it's to help you keep up with your assignments both online and paper pencil assignments, and keep track of just all those permission slips, after school clubs, practice, tests, quizzes, all those things that just go flying through your head. We want to keep them organized in our handy dandy notebook. So let me show you some examples of how this could look with distance learning and other corona-related returning to school options. Let me say this, I have no idea what the new school year is going to look like. I don't. I have zero idea. I have seen the two models, and that's what I'm going to talk about today. The Fairfax County has published a model saying what it will look like going to school online, full-time, and a model for what it would look like to return to the classroom 2 days a week. So those are the two different models I'm going to focus on, although I have no idea which one will actually be implemented in the fall. So take my ideas and use what you can, lose what you don't, and make up your own medium in between. This is about you and your organization. This is your Langston Hughes DAB. Wonderful color illustration on the front talking about diversity. You can read more about the artist inside. Again, this is information specific to Langston Hughes. This was our typical daily schedule. This may change depending on how we will return to school this year. You'll see some IB information, grading scale, school hours, stuff about hall passes, lost and found. More information. Again, this is all specific to Langston Hughes. This is a one-stop resource for any questions you may have. Notice you'll see one-to-one device expectations since you will be getting a laptop from Fairfax County this year. You'll also notice a lovely little section created by me. This is your AVID Focus Notes section. This is a process by which you can remember 80% of the material in your notes. Otherwise, you would only remember about 30% or 20% of your notes. So by following these steps, you can remember more of your notes. So please check this out when you have time. All right, so you have a monthly calendar, which is great for long-term things. So if you have a test or a project and you want to put those big long-term assignments on here, that's great. I know a lot of middle schoolers love to put their friends' birthdays on these pages. Here's the bigger thing. What do I do day to day? So I kind of gave you a blank template here. Let's just say this is the 50% model that Fairfax County has published. You're going to work from home on Monday. Then you could go to school on Tuesday, Thursday, and stay at home on Wednesday and Friday. So this is just one of the models they've provided. Again, I don't know which one they're choosing, what you've chosen, but I would recommend making a to-do list for your Monday when you're working from home. Then when you're in school, I kind of listed out your periods 1 through 7. According to the 50% model that was published, it said students would attend periods 1 through 8. At Langston Hughes, we've had 7 periods. I'm not sure if they would add an 8th period that's like a remediation period, like in the past it's been called connections or return to learn. So I'm not sure if there would be an 8th period, and if there is, what it would look like. So I just stuck to the 7 that I know we've had at Langston Hughes in the past. Then at home, again, making your to-do list of what you need. When you're in school, listing out your periods, and then another to-do list on Friday when you work from home. Now this is just very blank, very simple, and you may think, oh, that looks great, but some people are probably like, that's not enough, I need more information. So I give you a completed DAB. Oh, it's a lot of stuff, right? So let's kind of walk through it. This is all samples made up based off what I know about the 7th grade teachers. Since I am a 7th grade teacher, have been a 7th grade teacher at Langston Hughes for like 6 years now. So if, let's say I switched it up. So before you were staying home on Monday and doing school on Tuesday, Thursday, I switch it up because some of you will have that schedule. Some of you will have home, and then school on Wednesday and Friday. And again, I say some of you, I don't know what the school year is going to look like. These are only possibilities, and I'm only presenting you with organization based on the different possibilities that I know of. Okay, so if you're at home, maybe something you want to do is organize your binder. Yes, you're probably still going to have to keep up with papers, so definitely organize a binder and set it up. Log into SIS. SIS is very important in middle school, and I'm going to make a whole nother video on this in particular. So log into SIS, you want to check your grades and look for any missing assignments. Put your schedule in your DAB. So like if you need to look ahead at the week and you want to put your schedule in for what classes you have, also put in, what days you're at home, what days you're at school. If you're all online, you could put in your schedule, like what are the times for your classes. And then I put check Google Classrooms, and I left 7 blank spaces so I could check on 7 different classes. So once I've checked each class, I can put a check mark that I've checked all my Google Classrooms for missing classwork. Okay, now let's say I checked all my Google Classrooms, but I need to write down what needs to be done. So my first period I'm pretending is English. I need to do my reading log, and I left a blank spot to check it off when I'm done, and I need to finish my Google Classroom assignment. Math, I need to do a worksheet and a survey. Don't have anything for PE, and I write none. That's how you can prove to your parents when they just quickly look over this that, hey, there's nothing there. It's not that you forgot, it's that there's nothing there. Science, Google Classroom work. History, I put finished paragraph, and then a check mark, and then course none, and tech ed none. All right, so then again, I just kind of kept up and added in things. 7th period is kind of awkward because it was kind of hard for me to fit everything in here, but I put permission form, course, I had to post a Flipgrid video, and check it off when you're done. It's great to check off things off your checklist. If I'm being honest, sometimes I put things on the checklist that I've already done just so I can check them off. All right, so if this is the day I'm working from home, so instead of having a lot of detailed things, which you could still have detailed things, remember, this is about choosing what you think will work for you. I put check SIS because I'm from home. I want to make sure that all my grades are turned in. Check Google Classroom again, a blank for each class period. And then once I've done these 2 things, they can help me fill in the rest of this. If I go in SIS and I see that I'm missing a math assignment, I can come over here and write finish Google Classroom math assignment. Okay, if I check Google Classroom and I see in 6th period I still haven't posted that Flipgrid, I'm going to come over here, finish Flipgrid by course. So these 2 should drive what you put in the blanks here. This should be step 1 and step 2. And then step 3 is to actually do what you need to do. And again, just another sample, I just made up some different assignments. If you want to do the focus notes step, the first step would be to mark up your notes. So this is very important for distance learning. When you revisit your notes, that's how you remember what's in them. I'm going to make another video on focus notes too. Stay tuned for the whole series. All right, so this was a 50% model. I'm in school 2 days a week and I'm at home 3 days a week. Now, for those of you that may be electing, or we may all be doing online learning, no one knows at this point, okay? So I kind of put in, based on Fairfax County's model, they said that Mondays would be asynchronous. The prefix A means not, so not synchronous. Synchronous meaning we're in sync, we're together, in sync, bye, bye, bye. It's gonna be me. Okay, I was an NSYNC fan, but anyway. So, synchronous means that we're doing it together, in sync. Asynchronous means you're on your own. So on the day I'm on my own, again, some of the similar things you saw in the other, organize my binder, organize my Google Drive. There's already a video made for this, go check it out. Check SIS for missing work, and check my Google Classrooms again. I want to set myself up for success by checking everything and knowing what needs to be done. Then I list what needs to be done, and I get it done. Now notice, I'm thinking about an all online model here. You see how I put have book for class? Maybe your teacher posted in Google Classroom, make sure you bring the book The Outsiders to our synchronous class session. So I put in here reminders that say, hey, you know, teacher told me to have this. I need to go get that. Or for example, have post-class work for math because maybe they're going to go over it. So those are just some tips and tricks. That's my idea. That's what would work for me, but it may not be what would work for you. So please, please, please take my ideas, use what you can, change what you don't like, just stay organized. That's the bottom line. An organized student is a successful student. And you're sitting there thinking, I'm never organized and I still pass the grade level. Guess what? You're in a new ballpark, honey. You're not going to hit a home run by doing the same things you did in elementary school. You're going to have to step up your game and go to the batting cages and practice. And practice includes putting it in your agenda. You're going to be hitting home runs and you belong here and you're going to do well. But you need to listen to your teachers and the advice they give you because we've seen it happen a whole bunch of times. So I hope this is helpful for you and go get that DAB organized.